Hey there, I think we're live now. Giving it just another minute to make sure. Hey, this is your weekly real estate minute for this week. Today we're going to talk about home inspections for home buyers. So once you go under a contract on a home, you'll have a designated amount of time. I usually give 2 weeks, if possible, to get any inspections you would like to have. Generally, we start with at least a general home inspection. It's totally up to you what inspections, if any, you get. You can skip them, but we do not recommend skipping them because this is going to be having somebody look over all the systems and all the parts of your home that you're purchasing and making sure that there's no major issues that you're not aware of. Now, a home inspector is not omniscient. He doesn't necessarily, he can't see in walls, and doesn't know everything there is to know, but would definitely, it has somebody that's trained and certified to go through and look at everything in your home and just make sure there's no major red flags to be aware of. Now, I like to compare the home inspector to a general practice doctor. He knows a little bit about everything in the home, but he is not a specialist. So if he finds red flags, more than likely he's going to refer you to the specialist, which could be a plumber, an HVAC technician, a roofer. Those are the kind of main system, electrician. So expect that he's not necessarily going to be able to give a full diagnosis of a problem or tell you what the solution is or what it would cost, but he's going to be able to see that there's a red flag here. This is something you need to be aware of, and you might want to get somebody that specializes in that area to check it out. But yeah, protect your investment. Home inspections generally run $400 to $500 in our area. In the scheme of a home purchase, that's not a large amount, and it's worth it to just be sure you know what you're getting into. The other thing is usually the home inspector spends about 2 to 3 hours in the home looking over everything. I mean, he gets in that crawl space up on the roof. So looking at everything, and then usually they offer a walkthrough at the end where the home inspector will you can go to the house and the home inspector will show you any issues that he or she noticed that you should be particularly aware of, kind of explain it one-on-one. This is a fantastic opportunity. You are going to get a detailed written report, usually within 24 to 48 hours of the inspection, that you can definitely go over and that I'll go over with you. But you, if you can go to that in-person walkthrough and have them actually point out and show you what the issue was and point it out and explain it to you, is very valuable. Now, most of my buyers are buying long distance. They're out of state, sometimes out of country. Obviously, most of you probably can't fly in for that home inspection walkthrough. The home inspectors that I work closely with, I always make sure before recommending them to you that they are willing to do a virtual walkthrough. So that is definitely an option. We can FaceTime you. It might be the home inspector. We've used Google Meets, we've used Zoom, we've used FaceTime. Might be the home inspector does it and I join in the call as well, or it might be that I go to the house and FaceTime you with the home inspector on the video. So at least not quite the same as in person, but we can get you a video to show you exactly what he's talking about and let you talk through, let this inspector talk through it with you, so that you're really clear on what's going on and what you need to ask for. So then the next step, once we've got the home inspection, is to let the sellers know if there's any repairs that you're going to request. You get to renegotiate the contract at that point, based on the results of the home inspection. You don't get to ask for something out in left field. The home inspector was there and everything was fine. You can't just ask for a fence or something random. But if the home inspector said, the roof is not in good shape, we can ask for that to be fixed, that kind of thing. It is a renegotiation, so there's no guarantees that the sellers will repair anything found in the home inspection, but it is a chance for us to renegotiate those terms if needed, so that everybody's comfortable with the sale. And we can also take, if he says we need to have a roofer look at this, we can get that done during that 2-week time period. In our area, we also recommend radon testing during that during that time period, that inspection period. But that's something we can talk about in a future video because we are about out of time. So if you have any questions about home inspections, how they work, what all's looked for, most home inspectors have a sample report you can look at. So let me know if you need any additional information on that. Have a great rest of your week.